Welcome back. You're watching the second half of World News Today. I'm Randolf Jamias, and to start off, tourists from around the globe may have easier time going to their favorite getaways. Beijing and other major international cities have formed an alliance to make it easier for people to vacation abroad. The World Tourism Cities Federation has decided at its first General Assembly to open its headquarters in Beijing. Let's have more of the story.
Mayors of Barcelona, Berlin, Dubai, and other member cities of the World Tourism Cities Federation have been meeting with their Chinese counterparts to discuss city tourism and specifically how to promote tourism in their own cities.
The Irish travel abroad quite a bit. They spend a lot of time abroad. No doubt they would be interested in coming to Beijing. So we can learn from those experiences. We can bring that. We're interested in understanding how you structure your tourism in terms of promotion.
The Federation is expected to bring member cities more direct benefits.
In addition to the benefits member cities can expect, the Federation will also help improve travelers' experiences. Travel among member cities will be made easier by increasing flights and streamlining procedures. Tourism is playing an increasingly important role in economic development, and an organization like this will help promote prosperity.
The Federation is expected to release rankings of world tourism cities soon, which will help tourists choose their destinations. The Federation is the first of its kind to be headquartered in China, which has become a major tourist destination and source of tourists in recent years. The establishment of the headquarters in Beijing will help Chinese cities catch up with the world's most developed tourist cities and further improve their appeal overseas. CCTV.
Meanwhile, in the east of China, the first international goldfish competition opens during the 2012 Cross-Strait Fishery Week in Fuzhou in East China's Fujian province. Let's watch the full report.
Bubble eyes, butterfly tails, lionheads, tens of thousands of goldfishes have joined the first international goldfish competition in Fuzhou City. The event not only provides visitors with an extravagant showcase of goldfish, it also offers the booming goldfish industry many commercial opportunities.
I bring my daughter to buy some goldfish. She always wants to have some fish and enjoy feeding them.
Fuzhou has a long history of feeding goldfish and enjoys a national reputation. Like this mother and daughter, many locals feed the goldfish for the fun of watching them, and it has created a big business.
This little goldfish is not just a relaxation. The related industry is worth millions of US dollars now.
Wang Aining, who owns a goldfish farm, has seen the growth firsthand.
I have started running this business since 1984. It's been almost 28 years. Our fish was mainly exported to Japan and Southeast Asia, but the domestic market has grown really fast in recent years. In Fuzhou, we export goldfish worth $30 million every year, and the domestic market has reached over 100 million yuan.
The strong demand has attracted foreign companies to take a slice of the pie.
We entered the Chinese market 12 years ago and have seen sales growing. As the Chinese people become more affluent, we see sales increasing precious fish. Now we have a nationwide network of distributors and sell about 3,000 fish a month.
In ancient China, having goldfish was only a privilege for the elite. Nowadays, it's getting popular among ordinary people as living standards grow, and companies have grabbed these opportunities to make the most from these trends.
Being the sea with the most salt content is not a reason to abandon and forget its significance, both in history and ecology. The Dead Sea borders Jordan, Israel, and the West Bank, and is considered a natural wonder. However, it is fast disappearing. High-profile photographer has made his mission to save the sea, and he is employing some unconventional methods in his quest. Here's more of the report.
Despite seeming good cheer, these are activists
protesting this body of water's decline. Their aim is for the mineral-rich Dead Sea, receding by a meter each year, to be around for their children and grandchildren to float on too. Activists say mineral mining for beauty and health treatments and water diversion for industry and agriculture is rapidly depleting the sea.
All the way south! Come into the circle! Don't stay there!
The event organizer, acclaimed U.S. mass installation photographer Spencer Tunick, organized a similar float last September with one striking difference. Participants then were photographed without their clothing. This report filed earlier this year shows how far the sea has receded since 1985. At this rate, the sea will be a crater in another 50 years, which is why Tunick is reverting to attention-grabbing methods.
People pay attention in this world to celebrity, money, and the body. And the Dead Sea is so important to the world because of its minerals for the skin. And obviously the skin is very vulnerable, but so now is this Dead Sea.
Those here hope their tactics work before it's too late. Stephanie Freed, CCTV, the Dead Sea.
We now go to western China in Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. For a long time, the vineyard around the city of Turpan has supplied the country with most of its grapes and virtually all of its raisins. But now China's largest grape-growing region is looking for other ways to capture waste in its biggest asset.
Raisins have been big business in Tulifan for over 1,000 years. Most of China's raisins have always come from here, and with modern technology, output has never been higher. These days, factories like this are able to export as much as 30% of their output. But now, the region is looking into other ways to branch out. Grape tourism is one big initiative that's really starting to take off. Visitors from China and beyond are venturing out here to take in the natural beauty of the vineyard. Over the last year, income from tourism is up 13%. According to the general manager at this scenic site, the boost is partly down to a major marketing drive to draw more visitors to the grape region.
The grape industry is a central part of local tourism here. Tourists come to Tulifan for 2 days, the grapes and the culture. In recent years, we've been doing a lot of advertising and promotional work in other provinces, putting a big focus on the grapes.
Wine is also making a splash. The industry has been on the rise since 2005, with revenues at this company increasing 10 to 15% on average each year. Their production lines can turn out 3,000 bottles in an hour. And across the whole region, 18,000 hectares of land is now dedicated to wine. Foreign experts have been lending their expertise, and Tulifan wines are even beginning to attract wider notice.
Take our company, for example. In the past, we only exported to Japan. Now we are expanding to the islands of Taiwan and countries like Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. Xinjiang has the best grapes in China, and there's great potential here.
Exports are still only a small part of the business, about 2 or 3%. But efforts to boost quantity and quality should see that figure rise in the years to come.
On final note, it's never too late for the athletes who are well advanced in age. They say you can never dampen the spirit of sportsmanship. After the Olympics and Paralympics, Polish seniors are getting their own adrenaline at the week-long Senior Summer Games in northern Poland.
Better late than never, Alina learned how to swim at 60. Now 12 years on, she's the oldest competitor at the Seniors Games in Poland. For the 200-meter freestyle, she chose the breaststroke. Quickly outpaced by her rivals, Alina stops the clock at 6 minutes.
I'm happy. Swimming is a fabulous sport. The atmosphere is super. I swam very well. I just wish I had a little more talent.
With 9 more events to go, her stamina. She's one of 1,000 older athletes, most of them Poles, competing in the Seniors Games held this year in northeastern Poland. Modeled on the Olympics, the Games were launched in the U.S. in 1985 before having their first European edition in the Netherlands in 2009.
Track and field and swimming and other sports have their masters, once in the 2, once in the 4 years. But it's not the idea of the Olympics, you know, all type of sports together, all people together.
Although the sporting spirit of the athletes here matches the passion of the Olympics and the Paralympics, the Senior Games can't use this top international title as they haven't been accredited by the International Olympic Committee. Funding is provided by regions hosting the Games.
Our goal is to create the necessary structures for these Games to be held on a regular basis, once every 2 years, for example. There has to be an international organisation supervising all this.
The Polish hosting has been a great success, and Belgium staying for the next Games. But for now, the location and date of the third European edition still remains a mystery.
It's never too late, right? That's all we have for today on the World News. From Myanmar International, I'm Randolf Jamias saying thank you and hope to see you again next time.